This segment of Fresh TV is brought to you by WA Clean Skin Sellers.
Hello and welcome to the beautiful Winnings Appliances showroom kitchen, where I'm going to be showing you how to make a great pickers focaccia from scratch. So we're going to start with the most voluminous ingredient, that's all of that semolina goes in. Flour's in next. From there we pop in our yeast and then some sugar. Very important, we need to give the yeast something to feed on, and sugar is perfect. And of course a good 5-finger pinch of salt. And we're going to mix these through together so we don't get any little pockets of yeast later on. This is what makes a focaccia a little bit different from standard white bread. Lots and lots of fresh, extra virgin olive oil, 350 ml of lukewarm water. So using our knife to just really cut through the mixture. Now when this starts to come together, it's a great time to pop in a good handful of fresh, roughly chopped rosemary. We've got a sticky dough that's just starting to come off the side of the bowl, which means we're just about ready to get some semolina on the bench, turn it out and start kneading. Lots of semolina over the top so my hands don't stick. We're going to start with a nice rolling action, so using just the palm of your hand, give it a quarter turn so everything's nice and even, drag it back and then push forward again. This is why every Italian nonna has big guns. But what you're looking for essentially is something that's really, really lovely and smooth over the top. Glass bowl here, ready to go. And of course, more olive oil. And this just coats the bottom of the bowl. Get your hands in there, wipe it right the way around. And that way, when we go to tip out our bread later, it's not stuck to the bottom of the bowl. Absolutely beautiful. So we're just gonna put him to bed for a little while. Tea towel over the top. And it'll probably take about 45 minutes to prove. It really varies though. So in the middle of winter, when it's really cold, it might take a little bit longer. You can see it's doubled in size, and that's what you're after. You know that it's proven as much as it's going to. So we're gonna knock all the air out. We can start by getting a little bit of emotion happening in here. It's a bit sad. From there, you can see this is just gonna shrink right down. So we're gonna give this a really light, gentle knead because we wanna keep as much of the air in there as possible. We get a tray, line it with plenty of olive oil, and get in there with your hands. So we're just kind of pushing the dough out. Traditionally eaten by grape pickers during the wine season, they make a standard focaccia and then just push fresh grapes from the harvest into the dough. Grapes go in. To finish, I'll say it again, quite a bit of olive oil. And we're just gonna spread that right over. Now to season the top, some flaked salt. And to finish this little guy off, nice little fresh burst of rosemary in here. So I've let it sit for another 10 minutes so it can plump right up again, which means it's now ready for the oven. So our little man here has been in the oven for about 30-35 minutes, and you can just see he's browned up beautifully. We're gonna cut this up, eat it with a little bit of olive oil, maybe a little bit of parmesan, and this will be just perfect when we have friends over this summer. I look forward to seeing you next week.